Heading: EIA methodologies. First point: EIA methodologies are systematic techniques used to identify, predict, and evaluate the environmental impacts of a proposed project. Second point: they help decision-makers understand the environmental consequences before project approval. Heading: Index approaches, checklist methods. Side heading 1. Meaning of index approach. First point: an index approach assigns scores or values to different environmental parameters. Second point: the scores are combined to determine the overall environmental impact of a project. Third point: it helps compare different project alternatives. Side heading 2. Advantages of index approach. First point: simple and easy to understand. Second point: helps compare environmental impacts quantitatively. Third point: useful for decision-making. Side heading 3. Limitations of index approach. First point: results depend on the scoring method. Second point: some environmental impacts are difficult to measure accurately. Third point: personal judgment may influence the results. Heading: Index approach, multi-attribute utility theory, MAUT. Side heading 1. Meaning. First point: multi-attribute utility theory, MAUT, is an advanced index method used to evaluate projects based on multiple environmental criteria. Second point: each environmental factor is given a weight according to its importance. Third point: the weighted scores are combined to obtain an overall environmental score. Side heading 2. Advantages. First point: considers many environmental factors together. Second point: improves objectivity in decision-making. Third point: useful for comparing different project alternatives. Side heading 3. Limitations. First point: requires detailed data. Second point: weight assignment may be subjective. Third point: time-consuming and technically complex. Heading: methods of impact identification. Side heading 1. Checklist method. First point: lists environmental parameters that may be affected by the project. Side heading 2. Matrix method. First point: shows the relationship between project activities and environmental components. Side heading 3. Network method. First point: identifies primary, secondary, and indirect environmental impacts. Side heading 4. Overlay method. First point: uses maps to identify environmentally sensitive areas and predict impacts.